On Train Fam, we are live Sunday night. We've got Train Fam Junior down here tonight. Say hi to everybody, Bri.
Hi.
Brian's gonna run a train, and he's picking out a caboose right now. He's gonna run the Polo Railroad B6 060. And as you can see, we've got the yards down. It's not fully powered, just the track to the left, the far left is powered. So we've got the B6B on an unpowered track over there. So we've got some MTH engines that we're gonna run tonight. As you guys can see right here, we've got this. I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit. We've got the FAs ready to go with a nice little beer train. I figured I'd run a beer train because I'm having a beer tonight for the live show. Brian Jr.'s not having a beer. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Brian?
I'm not drinking anything right now. Not really that thirsty.
Yeah. Why don't you can stand over here, Brian. You read the live stream.
Okay.
So who do we have tonight? Let's see. Let me start reading. We got Whitmore's trains.
Ravenhawk 6910.
Ravenhawk's here. Wow, he's an OG. I'm glad Ravenhawk can make it.
Got Aaron's Trains.
Yeah.
Old Ohio Angler.
What's going on, guys?
Nathan.
What you got?
Slag Cat.
Flag hat team.
Chesapeake. And we got Ethan Armitage.
I'm gonna give you guys everybody's gonna get a whistle, all these guys right here. Dakman's in the house. What's up, Dakman? How's it going?
Got Old Gauge Trains.
Old
7
Gauge trains.
Yankees.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, so I'm glad everybody's made it so far. We got 12 watching the show. And if you guys wouldn't mind, hit that like button when you get a chance. That helps the channel tremendously. We're having a lot of fun. Finally got the layout so we can run some decent trains on it. I see John Train BFGR is in the house. What's up, man?
Hello.
16 people.
So good.
So I think what we're gonna do tonight is run some MTH trains on. We've got the loop running without the bridge tonight, so we're gonna run the big outer loop, I guess you could call it. But first, we're gonna wait for a few more people to come in, and as you guys can see down in the far end of the layout down there, the wife has been pretty busy doing some cloud work down there. We started out over here. She's got all her gray base going, which looks really nice. And then down the far end, I'll bring the camera down there later. You can see that she started her cloud work down there, which is amazing. It's even better than I expected, and she's not even done yet. So props to the wife, and she cooked me a nice meal tonight. I haven't eaten it yet, but she cooked a turkey dinner tonight with all the fixings, so I can't wait to get my fork into that, you know. Brian already had some. He already had a wing and some other pieces of the turkey over there. How was it?
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we got these MTH FAs on the layout over here. They're gonna make a loop around. They got that beer train, and then down the far end over there, we got a Boston and Maine GP7. That's also an MTH. That's a Proto 2, and these guys right here are Proto 2, but they've been converted with the BCR. And then Brian is going to run his, well, it's not his, although he should have a train, but he's going to run the B6 that you got sitting here in the yard. And that has a new car on it that we just picked up at the train show we were just at. If you guys haven't checked out that video yet, we just posted it about a humongous monorailway club in Massachusetts and the layout is just humongous. So let's see. Put the camera over there. Brian, you want to sit down?
Sure.
Let's see. Sit down right here. Get yourself a seat. Actually, I want to move down now so we can see us. There we go. I'm gonna go find a stool for myself. Hang on, guys.
Let's see, who else we got here? Hey, Fred.
Can I have another cameraman, please?
All right, beat it. Get out of the way.
Sorry.
All right, so we got 18 in here right now. That's a good start. It's kind of tough to get everybody in here on Sunday nights because it's a little bit late, but that's probably the best time that I can do this. You know, get some time going.
Definitely.
Let's see. Old Ohio Angler. Been a long time since I've had a beer. Yeah, I've been cutting back a lot myself, but I figured I'd treat myself because we got the yard finished today. And the yard's, it's not completely done, it's not wired yet, but it's all, the tracks are all laid down and everything fits together really nice. I ran some cars through it and all the cars seem to run nice. I do have a little bit of a fear with some of the bigger passenger cars that we have, but we'll see how that goes. Nathan Five Chime, yeah, that was that layout is pretty amazing. I'm going to try to go back. I know one of the guys that's part of the board there, so I'm going to try to go back and kind of get like a private tour so we can really get up close because there was a lot of people there, even though it was pretty crappy weather that day, but it was pretty cool. Old Ohio Angler said progress looks good. Yeah, we're making some progress. I don't know how much progress we're going to make much past the end of March because my business is going to pick up a lot. We do power washing and soft washing, so it's already starting to get crazy. But now that we have all the track down, we'll be able to do like more scenery and stuff like that. Make sure all the wiring's done right, and make sure the tracks are down securely so we can run trains without them derailing, even though that happens anyways, right? So Conrail Nuts is here. His name's Conrail Nuts. That must mean he's nuts for Conrail, right? You know what Conrail is, right?
Yes.
That one over there? The blue one?
Yeah, the caboose that I put on there.
That's it.
Yes.
Brian Jr. put his Conrail, we'll call it the Conrail Nuts caboose. How's that?
Okay. Sounds good.
Jackman's asking where the blue locomotives are. You know what's funny, man? They're over there. I gotta get. That should be one of our next purchases. Is some more Conrail stuff. Because Conrail, I love that blue. It's pretty close to our logo blue. So. So Fred Williams says that his birthday is at the end of this month. He will be turning 23.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. My wife is actually turning, we won't say how old she's going to be turning, but her birthday's at the end of the month too. It's on the 27th, so there's a horn for you guys. Alright, so what's up, Sean's Trains? How's it going, man? I'm glad you can make it. We got 24 people in that. That's a good amount. It might be a record. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. What do you think? You don't even know. This is your first time here. Says if you buy any of the Lionel plunger operating cars, watch it when loading because they will go flying like the log cars. Conrail Nuts. I wonder if he's talking about, probably point to those black things in the track right there. Yeah. Those are the little spots that uncoupling pads, but I think that it actually makes like the operating cars work too. I'm not sure. Conrail Nuts. My birthday is the first day of June. That's cool, man. My birthday's in May, but I won't tell you guys what day it is yet.
Okay, ready to pull out.
Why?
I don't know. Keep them suspense, right? Dakman says he likes to spread Conrail wherever I go. Yeah, I hear you, man. I love Conrail too. I grew up watching the Conrail trains run. So speaking of trains run, let's get some of these trains moving. Let's see. Let's start with these New Havens here. I'm gonna throw the switch. I also wanted to ask you guys out there in YouTube land if you can hear us good. Let me know how well you guys can hear us, and if the video is coming through pretty strong. We got some decent Wi-Fi here at the house, but once in a while it turns crappy. Conrail Nuts is looking for the new items. You will see what the new items are. We've got a couple of them in. Well, one of them you can see in the. One you can see right now, but it's probably a little bit farther away. And the other one was right over here below the camera. That's pretty cool. And I'll show you guys those in a sec. So we got this guy going. We're gonna see. Fred Williams says, "All good on my end, awesome, man. I'm glad you guys can hear us." You know what I mean? You hear that guy? All right, so the FAs are making their way around. We're gonna bring this other train down to the yard a little bit. Wanna read the comments here?
Nice orange trains. Brad will be here soon enough.
Alright, so once we get a successful loop of the New Haven FAs, we'll bring another train out. So just want to make sure we get.
Do you have the gamers on your side? There's a new Red Dead 3 game coming out soon. I know my brother's really into those Red Dead Redemption games.
Who has
So-
that?
Fred Williams. I know he'll be really excited about that.
Alright, we got a train stopped over here.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? That's not good.
What is it?
Oh, we got a dead piece of track somewhere.
Uh-oh. Different track. Choo-choo.
That's alright, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it moving.
They look like they're going to.
I know, right? Yeah, we're still getting some of the tracks set.
Hi, Brian Rock. How you doing?
Who's that?
Brian Rock, real fan.
Brian Rock Rail fan. Another Brian. We have a trifecta of Brian's now.
Put more trains, Fortnite can wait.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. Dad hates that game.
Yeah, I do too. That game's very. Hate that game.
Let me see why this is not.
26.
What's everybody else saying, Brian?
Conrad Matz just said, I have an MTH ST70 Mac Vomit Bonnet 4649 BN.
Did you say vomit bonnet?
Yep.
What the heck is a vomit bonnet, Brian?
I don't know.
Does it say vomit bonnet?
Yeah, he said, dude, what's a vomit bonnet? What the heck?
Yeah, that's alright. It's probably just autocorrect going on. That happens. Happens to me all the time.
He said, look it up. Let's see.
Oh,
my-
the vomit bonnet. That's probably that ugly paint scheme, right?
I'll pull up my phone right now. Hopefully you guys don't trick me into doing something. Handy dandy phone.
You're gonna see the real toy train do some acrobat work over here.
Oh yeah. Look at 'em. Let's see. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, put it up a little bit closer.
Right,
There we go.
right.
What?
Bring me down the MTH remote, the black one.
Where is it?
It's right here.
Oh. 1 second. 1 second. Tell me the comments.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Hey, apple and orange line. I'm not red toy trains, but I'm reading the comments right now. It's down there.
I think we have some dirty track down there.
Uh-oh.
That happens all the time. We haven't run the outer loop in a while.
Charles going crazy.
Anybody else come in this stream, Brian?
Tell us a joke while we wait. Let's see.
You know any jokes, Brian?
I mean, not any funny ones, but
No funny jokes?
no. Let's see. Trying to think. Hey, birds and strains.
What do you guys think? Pretty spry for a 42-year-old. 29 people in the chat. That's definitely a record.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to say thank you to everybody for watching right now.
Thanks everybody for watching.
The FAs have unsuccessfully made it around the loop once. We're gonna check one more time to see if they can make it. I think we had some dirty track over there.
Oh yeah, you're right. One more trade. If it's not funny, it's not a joke. But uh-oh.
Hey.
Just corny jokes. Just corny jokes, not funny. What is the length of the train cable, Dad?
What's the length?
Yep.
That's actually a good question.
It's a good question, Nathan.
Let's see here. I just had a derailment.
Uh-oh, you rude.
But we're back running. All right, Brian, you know how to use a tape measure, right?
I think so.
Kinda?
Yeah, I know how to use a tape measure.
Oh, my ground cable just broke. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. We'll see what happens. All right. Who asked that question?
Nathan did. Nathan Patron.
All right, we're gonna do this. Yeah, you stand right here. You guys are getting my full Bostonian accent thing because I had a couple beers, so that's when it really comes out. All right, we're gonna walk back.
Keep walking.
All right. 20 feet is right where this Mustang is.
Alright.
All right, so walk back to me, Brian. And then walk over there. Straight forward. "27 feet.
27. Lucky number.
That's it. 27 is my lucky number, so that's pretty cool. 27 feet by, I don't know, this way is like kind of different, so. Sing a railroad song. No, that would be my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, I think they're gonna make it. we posted up on Instagram that my wife and the girls and Brian had made me a cake for hitting 1,000 subscribers and the monetization thing. So my mother-in-law has been spending. She was here for about a week, and she wants to be called Chattanooga Nana, which is pretty funny. So maybe one of these live streams will get Chattanooga Nana down here.
You?
Slagcat was pretty close in his guess.
2 feet.
27 by 10.
27 is a good size. Agreed.
All right, so what we'll do is, right, you want to run a train?
Sure.
All right. So once this guy comes into the yard, you guys want to see what let's see. So I think we had 2 boxes on the thumbnail that we got 2 new things for the layout. So if you watch the video of the train show, at the end of that, I showed one of the surprises that we got, but that was a pretty long video, and you know, some people, the majority of YouTube watchers don't make it to the end of the videos, which is fine. You know, I understand the attention span, and everybody's busy these days. So we're gonna bring this guy in let's stop this guy here. And Brian didn't want to download the Lion Chief app on his phone, so we're gonna,
Yeah, I would have. Don't listen to him.
so we're gonna use the MTH, the Lion L mode here.
You?
Can I have another can on that, please?
We're gonna use the five finger brake man, switching in the yard right now until we can get everything wired up properly. So we've got the Polar Railroad B6060. That's going to be pulling the new addition to the layout. And I thought it was pretty fitting. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so we can get a better shot here of what we just picked up. Actually, I don't want to put it down too much, because then you'll see the next item. All right, that's a good shot right there. All right, you guys ready to see the newest edition? Somebody say hell yeah in the comments.
Make sure we've got enough grit on the iron.
All right, but you know how to use this thing, right?
I think so.
You just turn it like that. Whistle. Bell.
So this is to make it go faster?
Yeah. Conrail Nuts and Sully Yankees Train says hell yeah, so let's get it going.
Go faster?
Yeah, a little bit. Pick it up a little bit. You're on the yard limits now for the most part, so. Turn the bell off, bud.
How'd you turn it off?
Just hold it up. All right, so there's the new addition right there. It's the Menards U.S. Navy flat car complete with the helicopter. I figured that, you know, not to bring politics into YouTube videos, but, you know, kind of with what's going on in the news right now, you know, why not grab a military car? We don't have any military trains, so I thought it was kind of nice to pick this up. You can keep going, bud.
Stop for a second. Let everybody take a good look at it.
Yeah,
Alright.
there you go. Got the Conrail caboose to appease our Conrail fans, Dackman and Conrail nuts. You guys, you get a Conrail caboose on this consist here. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the Polar Railroad's cab light's flashing, which is telling us that the smoke unit is not working. Uh-oh. That's all right. Keep going. That switch over there is always... Oh. Jesus. Well, we just blew a fuse. That's all right. Brian, look at that. Your first time driving a train and you blow the layout up.
I'm sorry.
Good job, Junior.
I'm sorry.
No, it's definitely
Look at that. Acrobat train fam again.
Yep. This time I'm off camera. You're on camera.
Oh. Beanie's very comfortable. It's kind of hot, but
Patriots, baby.
You.
All right. All right, guys, we'll get this fixed. I was looking at that Menards car, and the wheels on that, the flanges are pretty big.
You might not be giving me that Troubleshooting video. Watch it.
Well, that might be a little bit of a problem with these.
Insert trains are cool, nice. You goof, I'm a goof. I'm sorry, I'm a goof.
All right. Well, we'll see how it does when it gets down to the other Ross switch down there. One of these days we're gonna replace everything with Gargraves, but the wallet has to allow that. All right, let's. Good thing for fuses, right? So any of you O-scalers on here, O-gaugers, let me know what you guys are using for circuit protection, because for the most part we just been popping fuses in the MTH DCS, and I'm getting kind of tired of that. I tried to install a circuit breaker at 20 amps, but no matter what, the fuse blows before the circuit breaker does. So I have to go back to the drawing board with that. So if you guys have any suggestions...
Dackman uses GR Graves 0 to 100 switches.
Gargraves.
Gargraves. And Aaron Strange uses an MTH Z400.
Oh, that must be... The Z400 must be the power supply. That's a power supply, right? A transformer?
Menard trucks are known to be out of gauge.
Yeah, we just found that one out the hard way. So it might be a shelf queen unless we can... Tubular. Yeah, we've got a lot of tubular track, but we've got more of this track now, so this is what we're going with on the layout.
I use a 5 amp fast break circuit breaker. You need to wire it correctly in order for it to blow before your transformer.
So 5 amps, huh? That's pretty low.
Hennings Train sells external circuit breakers. Check them out online.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys down here, and don't judge us because we got a lot of cleanup to do. But this right here is what I put in, and obviously that's not big enough. But as you can see, that blows like that, and I was hoping that would blow before the switches. I mean the fuses did, but apparently I need something that's a little bit less amperage. I wasn't sure how many amps these trains pull when you have like 2 or 3 trains running, and sometimes you're double heading them. So, all right, Bri, let's see if we're back online over there. There we go. Dackman says 20 amps is too high. Yeah, I guess I found that one out the hard way too, but you live and you learn. And I just unplugged the phone here. That's why we have this awesome community of all us trained people because we can all learn from each other. So we're just gonna move the camera around a little bit. I apologize if it gets bumpy,
Suck
guys.
drink, man.
Who's that? Who said that?
What?
Oh, that was just you.
Oh, that was me.
All right,
You
cool.
want to stick around 5 to 10 amps for a circuit breaker, Dad?
5 to 10 amps sounds good. All right, so a lot of you guys haven't seen the outer loop yet, really in action. Speed it up a little bit, Brian. But I figured I would use that tonight. We didn't even clean up the paint supplies. So we're gonna be going over another raw switch over here. Let's see if it shorts out again and blows a fuse. 29 people in here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It means a lot to us. Let's see what happens. Oh, so that one was fine. There's the clouds that the wife's done. I think she did a really good job. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Here is a Gargraves switch over here. That's a 096, 072. There's all my wife's painting stuff. She does a good job at painting, but not cleaning up. Just kidding. That's more my job, actually. All right, so Brian's got the B6 coming into the four-way switch. We've got a little mess over here too, guys. A couple of cutoff pieces. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
He agrees that the clouds are very good. Me too.
All right, Brian. If you don't watch out, you're gonna smash this other train. So. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the good comments. Yeah, these are storm clouds. This is actually kind of. Yeah, Dak, man, you're right. The grade's a little steep. We're still working on that.
No way.
You know, everything seems to run over it totally fine. The other day we had a double-headed diesel with like 20 cars going up and over it. So we're gonna see if we can take the curse off a little bit somewhere. But you know, if it's gonna be like that, it is what it is. Maybe we'll have to hide some of it with some trees or something like that. But you know, that's what we have to work with. And I wanted to do that flyover there. That's probably the first time Dakman saw that. But back to the clouds, yeah. The wife's doing a great job. I mean, she really just used like basic tools. I think one of the things that she was using was like a Swiffer brush attachment or something like that. But it definitely came out nice. So what we're gonna do is, Brian, you want to keep running that train?
Sure.
All right. What we might do is take that. Actually, you know what? While we're getting that set up, I'm gonna show you guys what the other item is. Every Sunday we've been we've had kind of like an accessory over here, and we just picked up this guy right here.
Working on the New Haven train.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that legacy remote sometimes likes to start up itself. This is the newest accessory right here. So this is kind of like the spotlight spot for, you know, accessories, things that kind of like do cool stuff, light up, have some action, blah, blah, blah. Brian's starting to yawn a little bit. It's getting to be his bedtime soon, so he'll probably take one more lap around with the B6 and then he's gonna call it a night. But anyways, this is that Lionel scrapyard scene, and I found this one on eBay. It was a New Haven, some kind of an F unit, and it's just totally awesome. I got it at a good price too. That remote's always kind of.
Oh shoot. That.
Right. Just go to that screen break all the way. Boom.
Boom.
All right, so the FAs are gonna make their way around. Yeah, the turtle's name is Squirt from the movie Finding Nemo. He was definitely checking us out over there. All right, let's see if these cars derailed last time over here. Hopefully they don't come back off the tracks. Let's see what's going on.
You're supposed to train pants on.
Yep.
Train such a good.
There we go. All right. So that one made it. All right, Brian, why don't you bring it up a little bit?
Do I have to release the train brake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Release the train brake and give it some throttle. Let's see, let's check out the comments. We've been neglecting these guys a little bit. Yeah, Nathan, the bridge is still about the same height. Like I was saying before, we're gonna have to kind of revisit that. That's when we're on the outer loop right now. But you know, just like in the real world, we've got clearance. You know, everything's got its clearance, not issues, but you know. All right, stop it right there, Bri. There's the B6. You put the train brake on. Alright, so we'll take off, put this off because we don't want it to cause any more problems. And
You want the caboose on there?
what?
Want the caboose on there?
No, I gotta put some cars in there. Let's see, how about a couple of box cars? Of course, we got the FAs coming back around. There you go.
Get a big boy there?
What?
Make a big boy? Big car?
Yep.
Big tree? Yeah.
Let's throw another Conrail car in there. Why not, right?
Why not?
Make the Conrail fans happy. There we go. Alright, so on the remote, right? We've got the couplers. See? Go to R, that's for reverse. There you go. Alright. And then we want to change direction, so nope. Press this button right there. Should I put the headlight in the back?
Yep.
I'll give it some throttle and accelerate. And then we're going to start backing up a little bit. Keep going, a little bit more. You got to make that hitch. There you go. Right, right. Oh, these Lionel couplers, you gotta love them. There we go. Alright, so you press this down. Oh, take it off. There we go. There we go. Give it some speed, man. Yeah, Slag Cat, we're gonna move the scrap scene over here down to where the engine facility is gonna be. Which is gonna be actually down on the other end of the layout. And I'll show you guys that in a sec. All right, so there's an interesting consist right there. We've got a Polar Railroad B6 pulling a few boxcars with the Conrail caboose. And then we've got the New Haven FAs coming through right now. I'll leave that right there. That's a pretty cool shot. Good night, Southern Yankee trains. Thanks for tuning in. Yep. All right, guys, let's see. And Brian's got the B6 going at a good clip. I'll show you guys it coming through the yard right now. There he is. The layout is a complete mess. Actually, it looks a lot better than it did earlier, but you know, work in progress. All right, so I think that Slag Cat was saying that the scrap scene would look good in a scrap yard. So if you look, once this train passes right here, if you look down, you're gonna see that that Gargrave switch right there, and the old Penn Central S2 sitting on the tracks. So that switch is gonna lead underneath the bridge, and we've got another switch over here that I believe will be the start of another reversing loop that's going to be inside probably 054. And then down here is going to be the engine facility. Probably not enough room for a roundhouse. We'll see. Yeah, Brian Rock fan, would there be a roundhouse and a turntable? That's a good question. I got to take some measurements to see how much room we have in there. But there's definitely going to be an engine facility. I was going to have a water scene over here where the lighthouse is, but I believe that I'm just going to save this over here for the engine facility inside that loop right there. And we're going to move that lighthouse, which is a Lionel lighthouse. That makes noise and stuff too, the seagull sounds. It's a cool shot right there. So I think that the water scene is actually going to move to over here, which is kind of fitting because we got the turtle tank over there. Now that I look at it, it looks like he's knocked his filter over again. But yeah, so we're going to do a water scene probably in the corner over there. Maybe have it come out from behind that makeshift bridge that we have. And then we've got a lot of cool water stuff to put out on the layout. We do have the lighthouse that's down there. We've got thanks, Dak, man. We've got that handmade dock over there. That's really nice. If it wasn't so far away, I'd grab it so you guys can see it better. And PGH Train Fanatic did a couple of buildings for me that are actually out kind of on the water by us. This one right here, which is pretty cool. Nice building flat they did for me. If you look down the bottom, that's actually tracks going into that building right there, which is cool. And then another building that I had them do for me that I like a lot is this Maritime Terminal building, which is another building that's down in the town next to it, which is New Bedford. New Bedford's one of the biggest fishing towns in Massachusetts, and they use actually these cars right here, these refrigerated cars that we just picked up. They use them to haul fish. Right, better slow that down, dude. Brian's not paying attention. Don't crash my trains.
I'm paying attention.
So anyways, in New Bedford, they, believe it or not, they ship fish into the port, but it's fish from the West Coast, which is kind of cool, I guess. But we have some amazing, sorry about the shaky camera, guys. We've got some amazing fish here on the East Coast in Massachusetts. Some of the freshest seafood you'd ever see. What's up, dude? You going to bed?
Yes.
All right, everybody say goodnight to Train Fam Jr.
Good night, Train Fam.
Thanks for running trains with us, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so
32 watching you.
yeah. All
Bye,
right.
everybody in the chat. See ya. Good night. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a good week.
Go get your beauty rest. You know you need it.
Oh yeah.
We love fooling around together. Good night, buddy. All right, guys. If anybody else is leaving the chat right now, I appreciate everybody for being here. Still got 29 in the chat, which is awesome. That's a good number. I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit. It might get shaky. I want to get a nice shot of the trains coming through. Whitmore's trains. Yeah, Brian he's a great kid. We got 4 kids. You know, I've got 2 boys. Brian's my boy, and I have a stepson who's a little bit older than Brian, but they get along really nice, which is good. And then we've got the 2 identical twin girls that are 4, going on 35, of course. Actually, you know what? Let's see. While the trains are running, let's bring you guys down to this side over here, and we'll run a few trains by the clouds so you guys can get that shot. Let's see. Hey, Harry Hennings here. What's up, man? Thanks. I appreciate the good comment. All right, let's see. Let's move you guys around this way. Here's a good shot. Here we go. So, if you guys are just joining me, this artwork on the walls is not mine. It's my wife's. She is an amazing artist. The walls started out, well, actually they didn't start out like this, but she put this base coat down over here. The walls were kind of like a light gray down here, and I came down and I said, well, that color's cool, but where are my clouds? So she painted these the other night, and I think they came out fantastic. I can't wait to see what else she's got to put. She said she's gonna grab a couple different colors and add it to the mix, but I mean, I would be happy with just that. I gotta be honest. I think they look great. So props to the wife. She's done a great job, that's for sure. There's the B6 coming through. I don't know about you guys, but I think the B6 probably has one of the best sound sets in it when it comes to the chuffing sounds. For a little 060, it sounds freaking amazing. You guys can hear it, it's coming behind the camera right now. So, she can paint my blue walls, yeah. What I was gonna say is, the reason why we chose to do the sky like this is because this is kind of a typical New England stormy weather sky. We see this a lot, especially during the, hey, Radar DD's here. What's going on, man? Yeah, we see this type of sky a lot. Almost 100% of the time in the winter time. But I think it looks good. So if we pan over here a little bit, here comes the FAs. So right over here in the left-hand corner, we're probably going to do like we're going to try to make the sun poke through the sky, and that's why she kind of, if you look over here, she kind of lightened it up a lot. So up in the corner over there, she's going to try to make the sun poke through a little bit. So I'm excited to see how that goes. If it looks anything like the rest of this looks, I'm sure it's going to look awesome. She was kind of upset that I told her that the lighthouse wasn't going to go there. So we're going to have to find some kind of other structure to fit in this spot right here, because the lighthouse will be going all the way down there where the water's going to be. And let's see, there's another good shot of the yard right there. I'm pretty stoked about this 4-track yard that we've got going. I really can't wait to throw some scenery down. That's my goal, is to get working on the scenery, because the track laying and track wiring can get pretty boring sometimes. I'm just going to look in the chat for a second, guys, and see what everybody's saying. Sparky's here. What's going on, Sparky? I'm glad you can make it. "32 people in the chat. I'm glad everybody can make it tonight. We're just showing some progress on the layout. We've got the yard pretty much set up. Again, I'm sorry for the layout being such a mess, but it looks a lot better than it looked a couple hours ago. Spent some time down here. Yeah, Sparky, I'm chilling with, I haven't been drinking too much beer, but I decided to have a couple myself tonight, so no big deal. We're keeping it PG-13. Nothing too crazy. But just to give everybody another look at the sky over here. Yeah, Sparky's right. He says you should see my layout. It's a workbench right now. That seems to be the case with what we have going on as well. I like to call it a catch-all, you know. The layout's always got a bunch of stuff all over it. Every time I try to clean it up, there's always some tracks or tools laying on it all over the place. So somebody just asked, let's see, who is it? Ellery Parsons said, "What's next for the layout?" So the next thing for the layout is, it's probably kind of a boring thing, but we're gonna get the rest. Oops, sorry about that, guys. We're gonna get the rest of these tracks in the yard powered up, so we can run trains all the way through. Workbench Wednesday. Yeah, that sounds fun actually. Let me speed the B6 up a little bit. The FAs are catching it. Throw some train brake on. So as I was saying before, guys, like just listen to the B6. Just has a great chuffing sound. I'll get you guys a little bit closer here. It just sounds such a good sounding engine. I love the way that thing sounds. And as you guys can see on the B6, the cab light's blinking. I gotta get the smoke unit fixed. Sid from Sid's Trains helped me diagnose that whole problem, and he gave me the part numbers to buy. Here comes the FAs. Risden and Rome Model Railroad. What's going on, man? I'm glad you could make it tonight. We're running some trains, and we're talking about the layout. So let's go down this way a little bit. I'll set you guys up over here. Let's see. Gotta watch out where I put my. That's a good shot right there. Almost lost my beer. So this is a good shot right here of the switch that's going to lead to the engine facilities. So I think that's going to be nice right there. Radar DD, I totally agree with that. I like how everybody helps each other out too. I think it's great. So you're going to see right there where the S2's sitting. That's going to be the lead for the engine facility. That's going to go down to where all those buildings are right there, and I think that's going to be really cool. Now, one of the things I wanted to make sure that I did was not put too much, track down, so the layout's just covered in track and there's no scenery. Because, I mean, when do you really see just track all over the place? And I feel like that sometimes you want to put more and more track down, but then you lose like the realism of what a model railroad is about, you know what I mean? So I think we're gonna do basically, let's see, there's my finger. Down there's gonna be a reverse loop, and then inside the reverse loop will be the engine facility. And then back here, like you guys have seen before, it's kind of a mess back there too. That's going to be where a couple more industries will be. There'll be 3 sidings off of the back loop, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave the middle open for a nice water scene. Uh-oh. See that? You guys are. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody's there to help everybody out, and somebody just commented. I missed it, but they said the FAs were catching up, and they surely were. So we just sped the B6 up a little bit. But anyway, so we're going to leave the middle of the layout open. Not going to put any tracks in there. It's going to be reserved for a water scene. That's going to be pretty cool. I think after that we're going to have plenty of tracks. I like to do switching, so we're going to have plenty of ways to be doing switching, which is nice. And yeah, that's it. Jackman, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some track signals to space these trains out. That's for sure. I'm also gonna when we start doing all the major wiring, we're gonna wire all the switches for non-derailing because we do have 2 ways to reverse the trains, and I can show you guys that in a little bit. But the layout is actually 2 giant reverse loops, which is it's pretty cool because you kind of can't see them. But that's why I wanted to do the bridge here, because the bridge is basically a big piece of the reverse loops. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop these trains and I'm going to show you guys. I can't do it fully right now because I'll have to do some more acrobatic work. I'm going to show you guys how the reverse loops work. Let me set you up over here. That's a good spot. All right, so the B6 is going to stop back there. Stop the FAs right here. You gotta love the sound of those alcoves, right? And then what we're going to do is, we got another train on the yard right there. We're going to bring that out and I'll show you guys how to reverse it.
Dispatch, we're in the clear.
That isn't a scale beer can. It's a little bit, we'll call that a G scale beer can because it's bigger than normal. It's a 16 ounce rather than a 12 ounce. All right, so we've got this other smaller freight right there. Actually, it's bigger than the other freights. With one of my older locomotives, Boston and Maine GP7 Proto 2. Doesn't have a BCR yet, but it's still run like a champ because we use it a lot. And so basically, as you guys have been seeing, the trains have been running the reverse direction. So they've been coming down here, they've been taking this lead, and they've been going right past the S2. There you can see the FAs over there. But if we follow the GP7, I'm gonna put you guys right over here. I'm gonna drill the switch down here. Oh, I was actually wrong about that. I'm not gonna drill that switch. And on the back of this, we've got I believe it's a Lionel Boston and Maine caboose, and it's in a minute, probably have some smoke coming out of the stack, which is pretty cool. So now we'll blow the switch. Hopefully everything cooperates because we're going to back this guy right up over the bridge and move you guys down a little bit. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. Here we go. All right. So here is an example of the trains that we saw running earlier. Took the switch and went this way. Here we go. So the grade is a little bit steeper than I'd like, but you know, it works. So here we go. We're taking instead of taking the outside of the loop, we're going up. Of course, there's a brakeman on the caboose, right? He's talking to the engineer. That's something else I love. I don't know about you guys, but I love that about MTH locomotives. I love when they're just sitting there. They make all these types of noises. You know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Lionel trains really don't do that when they're just idling there. I've always loved that about MTH. All right, so I gotta stop that for a sec. And we're gonna pan over here a little bit. Maybe I'll get the B6 going again.
Make sure we've got enough grit on the iron.
All right, so we're back, and here we go. So here's the reversing switch.
Okay, ready to pull out.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this guy right there. And you're gonna see, I'll leave you guys right over here. So the train's not gonna go into the yard, it's gonna go onto the main, if all goes correct. All right, we're back. Let's see how this works. Okay, I lied. All right, now the train should go into the main. We threw that switch. And hopefully you guys can catch on the camera, but the caboose is smoking good. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see that. I've got the smoke the Mega Steam smoke pellet fluid in there. It smells awesome in here right now. So that is how we reverse the train, or one of the ways we can reverse the train. Because as you can see, the train before was facing the opposite direction, and now it's facing the same direction as the rest of the trains, which is really cool. So we could actually get
Interchange in 3 hours.
we can get 3 trains running right now at once. We're gonna try for three trains, guys, and then I think we might sign off. I hate to leave you guys, but I gotta go eat my dinner soon. I got a lovely turkey dinner waiting for me with all the fixings, stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, broccoli casserole, which is basically a broccoli dish with nice crackers on the top of it, which is delicious. All right, so we've got this guy going. Cheez-Its, that's what it is. Cheez-Its, a broccoli casserole with Cheez-Its on top. All right, so we'll go diesel, steam, and then diesel. Take it easy, Radar. There comes the B6. She's got a full head of steam. And then we're going to get the GP7 out of the main. Uh-oh, you know what happened? That's why I got to get my non-derailing switches going. Let's see. That's all right. So the FAs actually went over the bridge as I was watching the B6. All right. Yeah, you know what happened is the FAs are now, they're going on the back loop. So you're gonna see them coming around, peeking their nose out over here. So we'll stop them right there. This will be a cool shot. Yeah, Dak, man, I agree with that. Those switches can be a pain, that's for sure.
Yeah, please, good Jake.
But once we get them figured out, I'm sure everything will be fine. It just takes a lot of time. All right, so we'll get a shot of this train going up over the bridge, which will be pretty cool. There we go. That's a good shot right there. Looks like old school Boston.
Yep, she's in good shape.
That's a cool shot. There's our smoking caboose. See how well that shows up. That's such a cool feature, I gotta say. I love these smoking cabooses. It's kind of like having like your own little train incense down here because it smells so good, like the smoke pellets. So then what we'll do is, because everything's kind of backed up over there, we'll back this train back down into the yard, clear up the main line a little bit. And here we go. Back down into the yard again. Close up with a smoking caboose. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I gotta say that. Hey, Tom made it tonight. What's going on, Tom? I'm glad you could make it. Tom was just commenting on the horn of the GP7 here. And you know, this is an MTH GP7. It's pretty old, Proto 2. It's a Rail King, but I gotta tell you, it's a pretty awesome little engine. It runs really smooth. Doesn't make any noises. It never really has any problems at all. So, you know, we always talk about how much things cost these days, especially, you know,
We got a 4D on the way.
especially these things. They cost a lot of money. But that doesn't mean that you can't, sorry for turning so fast, guys. Doesn't mean you can't pick up something like this at a train store or a train show or an eBay, a marketplace for a couple $100. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting a lot of fun out of this guy tonight. And it's just a Proto 2 Rail King. And the thing runs awesome. You know? Like those guys over there, the FAs, those are Proto 2, but they have the BCR in them, and they just run awesome. And you know, are they scale? No, they're probably not scale, but you know what? Who cares, right? So anyways, yeah, Tom, actually, not to move you guys too fast, but this is one of the F40s that we have right here.
Okay, ready to pull out.
And that's a Proto 2, but I think that one needs a BCR soon. So I haven't been running them too much because I don't want to blow up anything in that engine. So we gotta get a BCR in that guy. So anyways, what we'll do is we'll let's see, we'll back this guy onto the main. I think we just reversed him again. So we're gonna back this guy onto the main. There's a smoking caboose. It smells awesome. Yeah, that GP7's got it's got a great sound set. I mean, it's even got a good prime mover sound. So you gotta love these things, man. You know, like I said, you can find these for a good deal.
Clear signal.
All right. Back onto the main that she goes.
I got a 4 feet on the way.
And there's that Menards U.S. Navy flat car that we picked up. But doesn't like a couple of my switches, so it's gonna sit in the yard for now. I had to pull. I'm gonna pull the Boston and Maine caboose off because it's still smoking like a champ. That thing smokes better than some of my engines do. And then we'll pull the B6 in to the yard down here.
Can I have another count on that, please?
There we go. So we'll bring you guys down here. Let's see how it does coming into the yard. Yeah, Slagcat. Actually, one of my neighbors who does some pretty amazing like sculptures and stuff. He did the weather on that car, and he did a really good job. He spent a lot of time on it though.
4 feet on the way.
So that switch is working out pretty good. No derailments, which is nice. So Ellery was asking which engines smoke, and the answer is they all smoke, except for this guy, the B6. It's supposed to smoke, but it's got a problem with it, so we're gonna fix that at some point. We've been doing a lot of reverse action tonight, and everything's been running pretty good, which is nice. I think we've only had one derailment tonight. GFW Trains is here. What's going on, man? How you doing? All right, so I wanted to show you guys one more thing before we signed out, because we're coming up on 90 minutes and my stomach is talking to me. Anyways, so we've got two of these switches, one here This is that Ross. I'm sorry, Gargraves. You know, four-way switch, or they call it the yard switch, whatever they call it. I'm not sure. And we've got one down over here too. However, this one has the switch machines mounted to it, as you can see, which is fine. But if you come over here, I got one of these guys. So I've never seen these before, but you've got the switch machine on this little guy that mounts. He mounts under the table like that, and then that little mechanism right there apparently will come up through the table and connect right there and throw the switch. So I think we're gonna try to use these guys. I've got all four of them, and see how they work out underneath the table. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming down tonight, joining us on the Real Toy Trains Sunday night live stream. We had some fun running trains tonight. Everything went pretty much according to plan. We showed off the new scene over there, and I'm gonna be doing a video of the wife painting those scenes, just in case anybody's wondering how to do that. Even if I watched the video of her painting this sky, I wouldn't be able to do it myself, but I'm glad I've got her to do that for me. And we talked about the new Menards car that we picked up that doesn't like some of our switches, but it's definitely a nice addition either way. My Boston and Maine caboose finally stopped smoking. And we've got the Lionel scrapyard scene that is just really, really cool. I'm glad I picked this up. Unfortunately, they're scrapping a New Haven F unit, but hopefully they're going to use some of the parts for something else. Get another shot of this before we sign out. There we go. So anyways, guys, I'm going to sign out now. We should have another video coming out this week on the 5 things that I love about the Mohawk, because there were a couple things that I didn't like about it, but of course there are a lot of things that I do like about it. So we're going to make a video on that. GFW, thanks for making it down tonight. We've got a lot of videos in the queue, but I want to thank you guys for joining us on a Sunday night. We'll be back next week, same time, 9 o'clock, and I hope to catch you guys there. Old Ohio Angler, thanks, man. Thanks for coming down. Apples and oranges, I'm sorry I missed you, man. I'm glad you made it down tonight. So anyways, guys, I hope everybody has a good night. Get some rest. Tomorrow is Miserable Monday, as I like to call it. Tom Costello, thanks a lot, man. I'm glad that we're all in the same, that we're in the Northeast together, Massachusetts. It's good to have you here, buddy. And gonna sign out, gonna go have my turkey dinner. I hope you guys have a good night. We'll see you next Sunday at 9 o'clock. Thanks again.